Aloha! In this video we will go over what TTS looks like on the student side and consequently explain the similar view that can be found in Test Drive on the instructor side. Here I'm logged in as a student and I can see a list of all the assessments that were published in this site. There are various columns which we will go over. If the title in the column is an active hyperlink, meaning blue and underlined, then you can sort by that column. The arrow indicates whether you are sorting by ascending or descending order. This icon shows you the type of assessment it is, whether it is a survey, assignment, or test. If you don't know what an icon means, you can mouse over it to see the name in the tooltip. This is the title of the assessment. If the test is ready to begin or continue, the link to go into the test will appear here. Here you can view the status icons, such as not yet open, closed, or ready to begin according to the open and closed dates. You may also see progress attention required if you recently begun a test and went out of it while the timer was still running, or just in progress if the test or assignment does not have a time limit. The test or assignment must be submitted by the student before it will show up as finished under the status and show up on the instructor side for grading. It will also show now overdue attention required if the current date is between the due date and the accept until date, and the student has yet to start the assignment. You can see the open and due dates. If it says open instead of a specific date and time, then the assessment doesn't have a specific date of which to be made available. It will simply be available as soon as you publish. The accept until date is not visible to the students. This displays a time limit if applicable in the format of hour, minute, minute. If there is no time limit, there will be an infinity symbol instead. If you are in progress for an assessment, time limit will be blank for that entry. This column shows how many tries the student has attempted and how many they are given. If there is an infinity symbol, then they will be able to submit that particular assessment as many times as they wish. This shows the last submission. Grade will contain the grade for the student. If the instructor sets the grades for automatic release and there are some automatically graded questions such as multiple choice, then a grade will display. If it does not say whether the grade is final, final being that the instructor reviewed the submission and made the necessary adjustments to the grade, if any. On the other hand, if the grade shows 0 partial, then the assessment consists of tasks and essay types, so the partial lets the student know that it's not yet their final grade. If the assessment was a survey type, then the grade will display NA. If the instructor allows review, then the review link will be active. Otherwise, it will display the text no review. Review is available to the students to view their answers or instructor feedback, depending on the published settings of the instructor that the instructor chose for the assessment. If you allow review, it is important to point out to the students that they can go in and read instructor feedback by clicking on Review under their grade in the grade column. Some students may only check their grades within the gradebook and not realize that there's feedback waiting for them in TTS. Since the gradebook item was created in TTS, you will not be able to add a comment within the gradebook tool. You need to provide all of your feedback in the TTS tool, if any. And that concludes our video for TTS for students.